What's going on YouTube? Burlington Northern HO fan here, and today we've got a video on this Cox F3 Burlington Northern locomotive. Let's go take it to the track, and I want to show you guys what it's doing. It's running, but it's not running great. I want to completely blow this thing apart. I want to learn more about this thing, and I want to just take it apart and see what makes it run, see what makes it tick, and maybe we can get it running a little better. So let's take it to the track. Alright, here we have the locomotive on the track. Let's get her going here. It makes a really interesting noise. But as you can see, it does run. And it derailed. Well, let's take it back to the workbench and see if we can take this thing apart and make it run any better than it already is. Okay, here we have it on the workbench. I was actually able to look up a little bit of information about this locomotive. I also, because I have the original box, the original model number, and I ended up looking some stuff up about this locomotive. This locomotive is actually from 1974, so it's pretty old, but it runs halfway decent for something that's that old, so let's see if we can get it to run better. So the first thing I'm going to try to do, it looks like that the trucks are held in with these tabs here and here. So let's see if I can get those apart. Let me grab a screwdriver or something to pry it. Okay, I was able to pry those trucks out pretty easily with this screwdriver that's in my hand, so we can get those out like so. Okay. And this side doesn't want to come undone. If we push it through, it might be able to. Without breaking the shell, that would be nice. Looks like we've also got a weight here, if we can see in there. So I'm going to take these two Phillips screws out, and I should be able to pull out the whole thing theoretically. Okay, we have our two screws for the weight. Pull that out. Then we have a giant stack of weights here with some foam. I don't know if that's original, but you know what? It looks like it might be. So this looks pretty original in here. Still struggling with getting this truck out of here. Let me see if I can. I don't want to rip any wires off, you know. There we go. Alright, so now we have the shell by itself. It's actually a pretty decent shell, not gonna lie. Especially for 1974. It's a pretty decent mold. Especially now that it's got windows as well. That's pretty neat. So, alright, so here we have our motor and our light here. Little system. See what we got going on here. So this looks like it is going to be held in with this screw. Can't see what I'm doing. Looks like it's going to be held in with this screw right here. So let's take that out. Okay, that screw is out. Okay. Let me pull this off. This looks like it's going to be clipped, just like that. And here we have our motor, which we can just pull through this frame, it looks like. Just like that. And here we have our brushes, we have our gears, and we have everything right here. Okay. So we have traction tires here and here. They look like they're in decent shape. The wheels are actually somewhat clean. But what I am seeing here is no oil in here whatsoever. It has all been dried up. That commutator actually looks halfway clean. Like, it actually looks decent. So, let's take the wheels out. We have a nice free spinning motor. So, all right. What we're going to do here is I'm going to grab some of the oil. Ran out of grease, so I'll have to come back to this locomotive and put some grease in it once I buy some, but we'll start with oil. Okay. Metal on plastic gears. That's interesting. I mean, Athearn does the same thing, but okay. Put that together. Put some oil on this. Okay, now we can take our fiberglass pencil, which not sure if we'll really need it, but actually we'll take these back out. I should have done this first. And we're just gonna lightly rub our commutator here with the fiberglass pencil. Okay. And we'll put that back in, just like so. And just for extra measure, we can do a quick wipe over these wheels. Not that they'll be needing it, but just like that. Kind of wipe some of the oil off with my hand, so I'm going to put some more on here. Okay. Now we can put this back on. If we remember which way it goes. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay, figured it out. Got it back the way it was. Just again, because I keep wiping the oil off these gears, we'll just put more oil on here. Okay, and now we're gonna put our cover back on. There we go, just like so. Then we get our screw back in place. Just like that. Okay. And now we can take a look at our other truck, which has clean wheels, which is great. So it doesn't look like that this is going to be much better than what it was. I put grease in it, and it'll probably get a little bit better, but let's see if we can tighten this light bulb up a little bit. Okay, we have that. Now we can put this back in our locomotive. Yeah, I'm gonna want to make this a little bit more tighter. Not that tight. About like that. Okay. Try not to hurt everything here. There we go. Alright, now we put our motor truck back in. Make sure we fish it through the pilot. Like so. There we go. Just like so. We have our trucks back in place. Move our wires here just to make sure they're down where they're supposed to go. And then we can put our weight back in. Like that. Put our screws in. And then we put our... Take our screwdriver, we'll screw this back in. Okay, and there we have it. We have our locomotive all back together. Let's take it to the track and see if it got any better. I doubt it, but we'll see. Alright, we've got it on the layout here. And it looks like it has done something good for it. It's gotten it to be a lot quieter, which would make sense. The electrical continuity is perfect. And it's got a decent slow speed. Something funky is going on with the light bulb, though. I'll have to fix that off the camera. But we have a good running locomotive here. For something that's from 1974, that's pretty crazy. There's reverse. Okay, we'll go forwards. Let's get some cars hooked up to this thing and see how it does. Alright, we've got a bit of a goofy looking consist on here, but my other Burlington Northern coaches don't have knuckle or X2F couplers, horn hook couplers. So, but it looks pretty decent. A bit of a rail fan shot. Other than that, though, I think it's running great now compared to what it was before. So, I'm going to leave that here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.